This anniversary offers a unique opportunity to reaffirm the United Nations commitment to the purposes and principles upon which the organization was formed or founded. The Declaration on the Right of Peoples to Peace recognizes that the promotion of peace is vital for the enjoyment of all human rights. So this International Day of Peace was established in 1981, and it was decided to establish it on a day to coincide with the opening session of the United Nations General Assembly. In 2001, the General Assembly, by unanimous vote, adopted Resolution 55282, which established the 21st of September as an annual day of non-violence and ceasefire. The United Nations invites all nations and people to honor a cessation of hostilities during the day and to otherwise commemorate the day through education and public awareness on issues related to peace. So we are gathered here today in the parish of Manchester at Brooks Park, which is the location and the town of the only or of the first peace town or peace village in the Caribbean. We're gathered here today, and you will see that among the activities planned for this beautiful day are some peace games between children and not so children people, and also the first annual Gospel Fest, Peace Fest, Gospel Concert. So I'd like to use this opportunity to welcome all of you.
Peace is the antidote to crime. I do not need to remind you of the significance of crime as an agent of poverty. It robs us of significant resources. So as individuals, as members of citizens of this country, we all share this awesome responsibility to do whatever we can to carry the message of peace forward. And so last year, when Mr. Louis D'Amour, who is the founder of the International Institute for Peace through Tourism, journeyed to Mandeville, to Jamaica, to dedicate this town and this park as the first peace town and first peace park of the Caribbean, respectively. We took the mantle, we took on the whole matter of carrying this peace message forward. And so we dedicated ourselves to each year to commemorate the day in terms of having many functions, many events. And so this is the first of its kind, and I wanted to very quickly bring you up to speed as to what is planned for today. Very shortly at the end of this very brief civic ceremony, we'll be having what we call peace games, at the end of which we're going to have a peace concert, gospel peace concert. But there's a very important component of this effort that will not materialize this year because we simply could not get the requisite funds to promote it. And I want to tell you about that because for me, it is the essence of what we're trying to achieve. So we have written a program, submitted it for funding, but the timeline of the agencies that we have targeted will not allow the requisite funding in time for this event. So we're looking toward next year. What we want to do is, in beginning this whole march for peace, is to allow all our young people in schools, high schools, primary school, kindergarten schools, to get involved in the process of thinking about peace. And having thought about it, to put it now in various forms, in arts, so you draw something or you create something, in poetry, so you create a poem having thought about it, in drama, and so on. The idea is that if year after year after year, you engage your minds in that process of thinking about peace and putting it in a form, and it will be a competition as a matter of fact, it is impossible for enough not to rub off on you for it to begin to affect the person inside. And we expect that the parents will get involved in that process. And so it is not just the children now, but the parents are going to be impacted by this. And to show our determination in this process of a message of peace, we've actually built a monument that was unveiled by the team last year, and we've recently affixed to that a peace plaque that carries a very interesting message. So towards the end of this ceremony, we are going to journey down there to unveil this plaque, and I want you all to look very carefully at the words on that plaque, because to my mind, it is impossible for you to be an agent of peace, of join the march of peace, and be at war with your neighbor. It's impossible.
Do it again.
Peace is the antidote to crime.
Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, could we all say it together? Peace is the antidote to crime. And so when we say peace, that's what we're talking about.
The day recognizes the effort of those who worked to end conflict and promote peace.
This year, we are celebrating under the theme, The Right of Peoples to Peace. And there is a call for peace around the world today for 24 hours. It pleases me to see that the planners for this function did not concentrate on this function alone, but they have also planned peace games. It is my hope that these games will help to foster a sense of peace between the participants starting today, not only as they play on the field, but as each one of us coexists as neighbors.
Blessings and me say let peace reign for all mankind. Man tired of the war and crime, just like old gunshine the sunshine.
Is this where you want to be? Do you deserve better? Do you know what you deserve? Who took anything from you? No one did, except you.
Within you is the power to rise above any situation or struggle and transform yourself into the
Brightest, strongest
the version of you ever.
We often want it so badly that we ruin it before it begins.
Overthinking,
Fantasizing,
worrying,
expecting,
imagining,
doubting. Just let it evolve naturally. Peace
is within you,
within me, within us.
It is a very significant thing to have happened when Lou D'Amour, our president and founder of IPT, came here last year to attend the conference we had for the IPT Caribbean, where we had 46 community tourism entrepreneurs from the Eastern Caribbean witness the event. It was very significant. They saw that Manchester Mandeville set the pace for the entire Caribbean, because there's nowhere else in the Caribbean that has taken this peace thing very seriously. I mean, they say, okay, we're going to sign up and so on, but we haven't seen it anywhere else. It's the only place that has a symbol, and we are recognized already as a hub, along with the South Coast of community tourism. Treasure Beach is the first peace village we have on the map, and with that they have identified their sports park as being the peace park, but they haven't gone yet to the level that we have. So I want to put it on record from the IPT, it is recognized that this is the first official peace park, not only in Jamaica, but the Caribbean. Let me just make that very clear, because nowhere else in the Caribbean has followed through on the concept where we're supposed to have 12 trees dedicated, which we did last year, right, Dr. Reed? They were planted here. How are they doing, by the way? Oh, wonderful. We need to get an update on how they're looking. And the species of trees are used as a discretion of the local Peace Park organizing committee. And the Peace Park is supposed to include a plaque designating the park as an IPT Peace Park, date of dedication and appropriate quotation relating to peace, which we have done. And the dedication ceremony should take place on a day that has significance, as it is today, the 21st, the UN International Day of Peace, which Madam Chair, you already outlined. And we were the first, and it happened because of the mayor and her team. I'd like to thank them very much. We have sown the seed, and I like the idea of having the Peace Fest as an annual event, and you have this 100% support of the International Institute for Peace through Tourism, along with our Countryside Community Tourism Network. We were very happy to assist you in making this a great success. Thank you.
People have lost, to a great extent, the value of human life. People have become so cold and callous that they do not regard the sanctity of life, and will go at length where they put things above people. Because there needs to be a tripartite relationship between the home, the school, and the church. And so with this, we would instill in our young people the values and the respect for life.
Me plus peace equals us. It means that we are all in this thing together, and we must forge a partnership. One which will see us creating for ourselves safer, better, and more confident communities.
Peace is sharing, loving, and caring.
Amen. One more want to come and try?
Peace is uniting together.
So you all agree now that whatever they say, they are correct, right?
Yes.
Peace is an occurrence of harmony characterized by a lack of violence. Conflict behaviors and the freedom from fear of violence. And may I tell you that the fear of crime and violence is worse than the actual crime itself. When you go about your business, when you want to work in your communities, when you want to come back to your communities, and you feel afraid, nothing is worse than that, right? So it's therefore our responsibility to ensure that wherever we are, we make it a peaceful place. Because what it does, it creates for us a peace of mind. That's what it does. With that, I think I've said enough. And so as the Lord said, my peace I bring unto you, my peace I leave with you. Have a good evening.
Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, with God as our Father. Brothers, all are we. Brothers, all are we. Peace on earth.
And let it begin with me.
Let there be peace.
Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be my moment now.
Every step I take.
Let this be my solemn vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Very well done, very well done.
Even as young as you are, children, if you practice this little song, let peace begin with me, you will be surprised to know the reduction that we'll achieve in violence, the reduction that we'll achieve in crime.
And of course, you know that this peace monument was unveiled on November 19, 2013 by Louis D'Amour, founder and president of the International Institute for Peace through Tourism, Her Worship Councillor Brenda Ramsey, Mayor of Mandeville, the Honourable Sally Porteous, Custos of Manchester, and the Honourable Peter Bunting, Minister of National Security, represented by Senior Superintendent Harry Daly. The people of the parish of Manchester salute Mandeville, the first peace town, and Brooks Park, the first peace park in the Caribbean. And we all say, yay! Yay!
Thank you for watching Pace TV, your community TV station.